All right, motherfuckers. It is finally here. It's the season of 2019 Tailgate Legends Dynasty League. Uh, it was great to see everybody at the free agent auction. The rookie draft went really well. So, yeah, everything's good to go. If anybody has any questions or anything, just let me know. But I think we're all set up. Everybody's rosters are good. Evan, thanks a lot for fucking everything up in the free agent auction. That made my life really, really awesome for like a day. No, everybody's rosters are good now. So I just wanted to take a few minutes, do my first video of the year. And what I want to do is just kind of break down everybody's rosters real quick. Just kind of let you know a little bit about what I think about them. I know it usually like gets people pissed off at me, but whatever, it's fun. And then I'll give you who I think is going to the playoffs from each conference. So I'm not going to do my team just because that'd be kind of gay. But I'm going to start with Roofer's. Now, Roofer's strategy in the free agent auction was to not spend any money at all costs. He still has $69 left. I don't think he drafted a single player in the auction before the intermission, and then he was a little timid going, too high on any player. So he will have Deshaun Watson, and if Deshaun Watson stays healthy, you got a stud. So that's good. And then you got Mariota locked in for this year and next. And Mariota could have a bounce back year. Running backs, Peyton Barber will start. Mark Ingram, he'll be good once he comes back. Jamal Williams, we'll see. Yeah, damn, your running backs suck. You only have to start one, so you just need one to go out and get you some points. So since you're probably only going to be starting one running back, let's check out your receivers. Cole Beasley, he's all right. Randall Cobb, he's all right. Stephon Diggs is good. Sterling Shepard's pretty good. Demaryius Thomas is a starter. Sammy Watkins, he's probably a starter. And then Tyrell Williams. So, yeah, you can start Sammy Watkins, Demaryius Thomas, Stephon Diggs, and maybe Randall Cobb or Sterling Shepard. But I think you have four starting caliber receivers. And then you have Jack Doyle at tight end. And then I'm not even going to fuck around with kickers and defenses. But, I think your team's all right. If you get an injury, like one injury, though, maybe, one injury. Dude, if Stephon Diggs goes down, you're in a little bit of trouble if Stephon Diggs goes down. I mean, that's it. Or Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson or Stephon Diggs goes down, yeah, you're not looking too hot, buddy. Yeah, sorry. That's just what I think. I'm not going to do like letter grades. I'm just going to kind of give opinions. So we're going to go with Landon, Cheeseheads with Attitude. He's got Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, and Joe Flacco. Between the three, I think this year especially, Joe Flacco. I think that Joe Flacco is going to start the whole year, but he's got decent quarterback, good enough quarterbacks to get him through. And then he's got Jay Ajayi, he's good. LeGarrette Blount is going to steal touchdowns. I mean, so he's not going to be that bad. Devontae Booker, he's okay. Derrick Henry, I like Derrick Henry, and he's got Deion Lewis handcuffed. So. You hope that there's not an injury. If there is an injury, you hope that it's Deion Lewis, not Derrick Henry. And then he's got Spencer Ware, and I do think that Spencer Ware is going to get a little more work. So, and then receivers, you got Brown, Keelan Cole. Keelan Cole's actually could be good with Lee going down this year, and then Crabtree, Fitzgerald, Jarvis Landry. Oh yeah, $71. Yeah, so I mean, you could start a couple there, but then you have Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry might come back still, and then Ricky Seals-Jones and Nick Vannett. I think you got a decent squad. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, between Derrick Henry, Jay Ajayi, I mean, you have two pretty good starting caliber running backs, and that's the name of the game this year, man. It's hard to find them. So I don't think his team's that bad. And then we got Burns. Burns already knows what I think about his team, but let's go through it anyway. You got Blake Bortles and Ben Roethlisberger. Whatever. Doesn't scare me. Tariq Cohen, D'Angelo Henderson, Marshawn Lynch, and Jalen Richard and Alvin Kamara. Quite possibly could be the worst running backs in the entire league. If you didn't have Alvin Kamara is obviously your saving grace. I mean, he's going to be a stud. But then your receivers, you have Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Kenny Stills, and Trent Taylor. You have 4 receivers. And you don't even have any on your taxi squad. I'm not even going through taxi squads right now. You have 2 receivers that you can start every week. You have 1 running back that you can start every week. Your quarterbacks are shit. And you're relying on Rob Gronkowski and Jordan Reed. You're fucking crazy. Your team might be worse than Yach's. And I'm not making that up. If Julio Jones gets hurt or has an off game, which he will, you're not going to win. If Mike Evans has an off week, which he will, you're not going to win. When Gronk gets hurt and when Jordan Reed just ends up in another mental institution, you're fucked. This might be the worst team. It might be the worst team in the league this year. I'm only saying that because that's what I think. So let's keep moving on. We got a long way to go here. And then we got Mike left. Oh, by the way, Burns and I did win our golf league though, so yes. That was a great win, but your team still sucks, so sorry about that. We'll go to Lemish. Lemish and Whitey. Obviously, Lemish's team got substantially better since Whitey has joined. They just traded for Patrick Mahomes, who I like. They got Jameis Winston and Tom Brady. I mean, they got Brady and Mahomes. They got Le'Veon Bell, Matt Breida, Rex Burkhead, Isaiah Crowell, Devontae Freeman. I mean, they have Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell. You got to hope that Le'Veon Bell reports tomorrow. Today is Monday. Today's Labor Day. And then receivers, Doxson, Hopkins, Deshaun Jackson, Sanu, Tate, Terrence Williams, Robert Woods. Yeah, you got 2 or 3 solid ones. And then Charles Clay, Jared Cook, George Kittle. This team is so much better right now than it was a week before Whitey joined this team, and it's crazy how much better it is. I'm not saying it's an elite team. I'm just saying that's how bad Lemish's team was. So, Lemish, you're doing a great job, and Whitey, you're doing a great job, and you know, you guys are working really well together and making sure that this team gets better, which is good because I like having healthy competitive teams. So, and then we got Evan Scherer, who went $24 over the salary cap. I just want to remind everybody again that I did say something to him, and then I took shit for it because he's an accountant. Oh, Evan the accountant. Oh man, go fuck yourselves. Yeah, that's right. You got Jimmy G. You just traded for Dak Prescott. Dalvin Cook and LaShawn McCoy. God, Dalvin Cook is really good, but I do worry that he's going to split a lot of time. And then LaShawn McCoy, he's going to play. He's over 30 years old now, and he's got this whole, he beats women thing hanging over him. Couple question marks, but if they both pan out, they're both going to be studs. But there's a chance that neither of them could pan out. And then you don't have a running back. And then you got Martavis Bryant, who's not on an NFL team. Julian Edelman suspended. Will Fuller, he's okay. Godwin. Chris Hogan. Alshon Jeffrey, when he plays, is good. Calvin Ridley and Adam Thielen. Ooh, you're going to be struggling for a couple weeks until Julian Edelman comes back. But you got Chris Hogan. Man, I think you're probably going to be starting Calvin Ridley maybe, or maybe Will Fuller, maybe Chris Scott. I don't even know. But you do have Travis Kelce and Greg Olsen, so you're probably going to start both of them, so you only have to start 2 receivers. So, I like a starting lineup, but again, if one of your tight ends goes down, then you're in a little bit of a trouble. And if one of your running back situations doesn't quite pan out the way you want it to, that gets a little dicey. So, Jerick McKinnon was God, he was going to be a big part of your team, and that sucks. And I was excited to see what he was going to do. So it does suck that he's out for the year. But yeah, it's a good team, but it's just not very deep. It just doesn't have a lot, not a lot of deep talent. We'll see. Move on to Lemke. Lemke just traded away 2 quarterbacks because he had like fucking 5 on his roster. He's got Jared Goff and Cam Newton, good quarterbacks. Alex Collins is good. Christian McCaffrey's good. Adrian Peterson's good, going to be okay. Could be really good. Kenyon Drake could be good. Devontae Adams. Zay Jones, I'm interested to see what he does. Just traded for Anthony Miller. I thought that was interesting. I like Anthony Miller. I'm not that high on Anthony Miller, but we'll see. Oh, damn, that's all you got. Yeah, so your receivers are okay. You got for sure number 1 in Devontae. But you might be able to start 3 running backs. So you might be going with my lineup, the 3 running back, 2 receiver, 1 tight end. So that won't be too bad. And then you got Trey Burton, Evan Ingram, and David Njoku. So you might, depending on, how they're panning out, you could go 2 tight ends too. But I like that team. That's actually a solid team. And then you have like 14 people on your taxi squad too. So, and then we'll move on to Weiler. You have Derek Carr and Eli Manning. It's okay. It's all right. James Conner, man, you guys got to be praying that Le'Veon Bell doesn't show up for camp. That would just be hilarious if he just held out. Just all of a sudden just didn't want to play. That'd be awesome. I mean, whatever. James Conner, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt, Bilal Powell. So I actually like your running backs. And then Keenan Allen. God, I really hope he stays healthy because he's just a fun player to watch. But Travis Benjamin, Pierre Garçon. Pierre Garçon's going to be like sneaky decent. He's going to be a solid wide receiver 3, I think. Kenny Golladay could be good. Cameron Meredith could be good. Terrell Pryor, Emmanuel Sanders. So you have a few, good receivers, and then you got Kyle Rudolph and Ben Watson. So I actually like your team. Yeah, it's a good squad. That's a good squad. It does kind of suck that you'd be starting. Dude, you have so many Chargers on your team. You have Travis Benjamin, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler. Yeah, you're just going to start the Chargers. I'm surprised you don't have their kicker. And then Gar's got Rivers, Wentz, and Foles. That's pretty good. Leonard Fournette. Duke Johnson. Okay. So you got Geronimo Allison, Robbie Anderson, Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper, Alan Hearns, Marvin Jones. You got Antonio Brown and a couple guys, Cameron Brate, Austin Hooper, Mercedes Lewis. Yeah, that's all right. I'm not super in love with the team. It's got a couple studs. If Brown and Fournette stay healthy all year, I mean, those 2 alone, and then when Wentz comes back, those 3 alone will keep him in every game. I'm not super in love with the depth here, but it's an okay team. And then we're going to go to Yacht. Yacht has 17 players. He's got the minimum. But, he's meeting requirements. Matthew Stafford and Andy Dalton, that's not terrible. Could be worse. Running backs, Jeremy Hill, Carlos Hyde, Lamar Miller, and Stephen Ridley. Not that good. Lamar Miller is going to be good, I think. Carlos Hyde, iffy. There's just so many running backs there. I don't trust the situation. There's too many running backs there. Receivers, Devin Funchess, okay. Teddy Ginn, Tyreek Hill, T.Y. Hilton, and Jordy Nelson. So, I mean, you have 3 really good receivers. If one of them goes down, then that's going to get tough. And you have Jimmy Graham. And Tyler Croft. If your whole team stays healthy, you're going to have a decent team. And you're probably going to have 5 or 6 wins, I think, this year. If your whole team stays healthy. But if one person if Lamar Miller gets hurt or loses time to Deontay Foreman, good luck. And then we'll go to Boggs. Got Breeze, Luck, and Trubisky. Love the quarterbacks. Chris Carson, Foreman, Gurley, Alfred Morris now, who they're saying is going to get the majority of that work. Theo Riddick, Chris Thompson, and James White. You got Gurley, and then you have a lot of other... between all of his other guys, he's going to have one other guy he can start on a weekly basis. And then he's got Odell, Kelvin Benjamin, John Brown, Josh Gordon, Mac Hollins, Tyler Lockett, Michael Thomas, and Dede Westbrook. We talked about it at the free agent auction. Most weeks, I think you're probably going to be playing 4 wide and then Delaney Walker, Tyler Eifert. If Eifert stays healthy again, he's a beast. But back-to-back champs, really hard to say anything negative about it. Got a good team, and I think he's deep enough to where he can sustain a couple injuries. And then we got Prusky, who's got Rajes, and Tyrod Taylor and Chad Kelly. So he's got Rodgers and maybe Tyrod for we'll see how long. But he's got Amir Abdullah, Giovanni Bernard, Tevin Coleman, Jordan Howard, Latavius Murray, Samaje Perine, and Jonathan Stewart. He's got Jordan Howard is for sure. Latavius Murray is going to get some work. I wouldn't trust him as a running back too. All right. Receivers, we'll go Doug Baldwin, Brandon Cooks, Gabriel Moncrief, Allen Robinson, John Ross, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Mike Williams. You got Cooks. You'll be starting Baldwin, Cooks, Smith-Schuster, and then that's close between Robinson and Mike Williams. Probably Robinson, I would think. I don't know. I don't even know. Tight ends, Eric Ebron, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, and Jake Butt. It's a pretty good team. It's decent. I feel like a lot of the talent is spread around the league, which is pretty exciting. Because I think it's going to be a really fun year. Just like every other year is going to come down to one or two games. All right, so real quick. I know this video is getting kind of long, so... all right, in the Lannister division, when I renamed the divisions because nobody gave me names, I was really into Game of Thrones, so I renamed them Lannister and Stark like a year ago, and nobody ever said anything to me. So we have Derek, Landon, Burns, Evan, Lemke, and Weiler. 3 in and 3 are out. I'm going Burns out. I'm going... And I'm not saying that to be a jerk. I'm saying that because I truly believe you and Yacht have the worst teams in the league. That's just what I think. And who knows? Maybe you guys will end up winning the whole league. It's happened. I said that Gar was going to win it one year, and he didn't even make the playoffs. So that just shows how much I know. I think Lemke's in. I think Weiler's in. And... Lemke and Weiler, I think, are in, and then I'm going to go with Landon, actually. Landon, Lemke, and Weiler. I think they're in, and then that would leave Evan, Roofer, and Burns out in that division. That's just a guess. Our division, Stark division, we have me, Lemish, Gar, Yacht, Boggs, and Prusky. It's hard not to take Boggs. I'm taking Boggs. He's got a solid team. I'm going to take myself just because I just wouldn't not do that. And then I think the third team in, I don't think it's going to be Yacht. I think Gar's team is underrated. God, so is Lemish. Oh, man, Lemish's team is pretty good now, too, and so is Prusky's. God damn it. This is such a fucking tough division again. It's such bullshit. God damn it. We should just make the fucking... Like, now we know who's going to have a good team and who's not going to have a good team. We should just fucking realign the divisions so they're even. Like, there are 5 teams for sure that would make the playoffs in the other division no matter what. No matter what. I would take them. No matter what. Except for Yacht. So it's whatever. I'm going to go me. I'm going to go Boggs. And I'm going to go Lemish. I'm going to go Lemish and Whitey. Yep, I'm going to go us 3, which would leave Gar, Yacht, and Prusky out. And that's tough. It's tough leaving Gar and Prusky out. Even Yacht, even if Yacht's team stays healthy, he could make the playoffs in the other division. I know that because he made the playoffs in the other division last year. And we pretty much just swapped. That's it. Yeah, sorry if you don't like what I had to say. But again, super excited that the season's finally fucking here. So everybody, go fuck yourselves.